Test 1 2, test 1 2, you got me? Test 1 2, you got me? Good morning and welcome back to Netanya, Israel for the 9th place game. Ralph Bednarczyk alongside Steffi Samaras. Norway taking on Latvia in a rematch of a game played very early in this tournament that was won by Norway by 2 goals, in which they were able to pull away 9-7 on the 19th. That was on Friday. So both teams know one another quite well in a rematch out of Group B. Norway comes up with the first draw control, and they have possession. Liga Vilka making the start in net for Latvia in the maroon on maroon unis, white on white for Norway. Annette Schustrom on the other end makes the start today for Norway, who come off of a very satisfying win yesterday over Switzerland. Latvia yesterday, meanwhile, terrific come from behind win, Steffi, against Austria 8-7, where it looked like they might be knocked out. They guarantee themselves a top 10 finish.
Yeah, they had showed some amazing teamwork yesterday.
Hempstad shooting, save made low by Liga Vilka.
And you know, to come from behind and then to take the advantage and then maintain the advantage, that's something I don't think we appreciate enough, especially in the heat of that day. And that Latvian team, Druzjaka, is going to be a huge factor in this game for Latvia.
She's their leading scorer. This is Annette Ellingsen. She picks up shooting space, and Ellingsen is one of the better stories for Norway coach Charlotte Sterling, in her first year coaching the team, Ellingson, she says, is their most improved player. As of 6 months ago, she was just nervous about going to cage. Ellingson has become their top midfielder. She has 7 goals. Ellingson to cage, adds her 8th.
Yeah, it's interesting that you say that, because that's something that you and I would never have known about Ellingson unless we hear that from their coach. So we don't see that fear because she's just taken over. And, maybe she's a candidate for one of our most improved players here at this event.
And you would have never known it. You're exactly right, Steffi. And it kind of made me say, huh, when Charlotte Sterling mentioned that. And just to do so in such a short time span, 6 months, and it's not like there's games every weekend. So here's a draw control, Valeria Druziaka. Head coach Gretchen Lazda now coaches at Conifer High School in Colorado for Latvia. And she, along with her younger sister Rachel, is a starting defender. They have Latvian roots as they look to give Latvia their best ever finish at a European Championship. That'll happen regardless, but 9th place would be a very satisfying end.
Yeah, they're super excited about what they've been able to do with this team. And again, with the drive from Urbanchika, I really think that the success that Latvia is going to have today is going to really be on the shoulders of Druziaka and Urbanchika.
And they have been the mainstays, the workhorses, but they can leave it all on the field today. And off of yesterday's win, Gretchen Lazda saying that she was so thrilled with her team. They dug deep, found a way to hang around. And it looked like Austria might pull away. But as Austria's energy faded, Latvians' energy increased. And then their primetime players stepped up, Urbanchika and Druziaka, accounting for 7 of their 8 goals.
And this is going to be something that Latvia is going to want to build on. Not that you don't want your midfielders to be able to score, but you really don't want your midfielders to be the only offensive production.
Urbanchika, defended here by Stina Bjonis. Right-handed goalie Annette Schuster makes the start despite Kina Odegaard's terrific full game effort yesterday, 9-3 over Switzerland. Here's Alina Tsabura, but Schuster had a terrific warm-up. Odegaard did not, but we should see Odegaard at some point as Charlotte Sterling has consistently switched her goalies. This is a pass that did not get over the stick of Sjustrom, and it falls into her stick.
I think that Odegaard and Sjustrom are front runners for our best goalkeeping duo because of how often they actually exchange this position. Sometimes almost after every single goal. The mental aspect of that is so baffling to me, and it'd be fun to find out how close they are off the field, because that is something that most goalies would not be able to overcome.
That's Talis Jolfeld, the leading scorer for Norway. That gets her first look. She's been face guarded consistently, and you're right, we've seen that, and it's been essentially seamless. They each come in. There's no drop off in the clearing game. You don't see them have lapses for a period of time. And as Charlotte Sterling said, that they've done that often throughout training camps and even through their practices. Here's Kamila Obranovic, and her pass well short. She tried to go back behind. Maybe her stick was deflected. Norway with the 1-0 lead over Latvia. 9th place game, 2nd of 6 today. As Laura Baltmane, as she will go back defensively to Kolnina, and here comes Druziaka.
And one more thing about this Norway duo of goalkeepers. It's almost like they pull themselves out. They know when to go. Sometimes it's been after every single goal. Sometimes it's been after every quarter. I don't know if that's necessarily coming in from the coaching staff, but you'll see them, in what is technically a mistake because they've let a goal in, sprint off the field and get over that mistake so quickly.
Druziaka weaves through. You expected she would be heard from very soon. That's her 14th. And Latvia has tied up the game.
And Druziaka plays so many different roles for this Latvian team. Not only midfielder, she's being considered for the Iron Woman Award at this event. She's probably being considered for the Grit Award at this event. You know, even probably in contention for All Euro because of her impact on this team.
And when your life motto is go hard or go harder, I think that puts you automatically into the running for the Grit Award.
Yes.
I'm factoring that in.
Yes, I would agree with that. Now, she is the only person that gave us a life motto, I think, but still.
But credit Gretchen Lausner for putting together such terrific player bios. So these are all the little things that add up, and they are the ground balls off the field.
Exactly.
So to speak.
I like that. I like that, Ralph.
As Alina Tabura gets it outside for Baltmane. And can Latvia get production from some of their supporting players like Azhenia Macievica behind for Tabura, who had 2 key late assists against Austria yesterday to help spread the scoring. Kina Odegaard in cage now for the first time against Norway following the goal that Druziaka scored. And Odegaard is a lefty, and she's a lot more aggressive and she enjoys to go after the interception.
Yeah, it's almost like yesterday's interceptions built some confidence in her to be able to test that a little bit more today against Latvia.
We've only had 5 total interceptions by goalies. Odegaard has 2 of them. And then Frida Berenson of the Netherlands, she had 2 last night in a loss to Ireland. Low shot Sabora off the face dodge. As up ahead, Elizabeth Soor in a battle, and she is fouled. Soor with very good boxing out for Norway. Ellingson. Norway this time, the one-person clear. Hemstad, transition. Hemstad cut off there, Yeva Vilka. And the drop-off comes, the flag is out, and the goal is finished through contact. Christina McGrory tallies for Norway. They're back in front. For McGrory, that is her first goal of the tournament.
And you can see that excitement. The officials are like, drop your stick, McGrory, drop your stick. As every stick is checked, every stick that scores a goal is checked after every goal. And we've only seen 2 or 3 illegal sticks so far this entire event.
Yeah, I'd say less than 5. I think we're at 2 actually. That's the number that.
Yeah, that keeps popping in my head is 2.
But for McGrory, what a time to get her first goal. Mom was here in attendance, of Irish descent but grew up and lives in Norway. Druziaka. Druziaka again continues with the shot. She's not interested in settling the offense.
Why, when you can go to cage like Druziaka? I mean, she just takes it and takes it hard. And I've said this already today. If the defenders are gonna only play defense with their sticks, any smart midfielder is gonna test that and run through the sticks.
Valeria, both for Latvia. Malena Fransen, draw control, Norway. Soor will pick it up. As Soor gets in and picks up the bump from Druziaka. Norway again, and they make an unforced turnover. Soor's pass too high there of Boya Bergam. So Latvia will have it. Yeva Vilka, who missed a game with a knee issue, came back limited time, gets the start today. There is no tomorrow. And playing with her older sister as the goalie as Urbanchika goes over the top. And a clear for Latvia as Kristina Bredina brings it in. Bredina, good face dodge. Did not want to shoot. Also, Nicole Petroviskas on for the first time. She's an Illinois native with Latvian roots. Speaks the language and a high school coach in the United States. Turning and shooting, and that's Liapina. Maybe a break because the ball could have been deflected. The stick by Sir. There was a clean sound there. Liapina puts Latvia in front for the first time.
Great finish on the crease by Liapina.
Latvia goal, number 13, Laura Liapina.
2:35 to go in the opening quarter. Good start to this 9th place game. Another footnote to the meeting between the two teams. Latvia, after trailing most of that game, as Druziaka will get an assist, but in that game, Norway forced Latvia to take 4 charges, and a couple of them were higher elbows, shoulders, that kind of thing, but Latvia turned it over several times, and Norway was excellent, in particular on the clear. Here is Kelly Huang, and Huang loses it. Urbanchika trying to push it ahead. Foul against Norway. So Estere Urbanchika, second leading scorer for Latvia. Urbanchika, she will recover it. She's got 10 goals, and Latvia can sit on this and then make sure they have a lead into the second. And that game in pool play, Latvia trailed all of it. Urbanchika, shot stopped by Odegaard. However, she'll have a free position. Urbanchika, and beats Odegaard low. Off stick side shot. 4-2 Latvia.
They definitely came to play offensively. They're getting more attackers involved, which is something we talked about early in the first quarter.
Urbanchika on free position has her 11th. 30 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Franzen, self-draw. Talis Hjolfeld, leading scorer for Norway. No shots yet. Here comes the first, though. Hjolfeld is in, and Vilka comes up with a denial. Boya Bergen back inside Hemstad. Battle is on for 9th place as Hemstad had it momentarily. Vilka has it. Cheap clear ahead. Got it to Yeva Vilka. Is there time for the Latvians? Yeva Vilka. With no visible clock, Latvia wasn't sure. But one thing's a certainty, they have a 4-2 lead as we go to the second quarter. Intense start to this 9th place game. Latvia taking on Norway from the Tanya. We welcome you back live to Netanya, Israel. Ralph Bednarczyk, Steffi Samaras, head coach of the Greek national team that played in the festival tournament here, their first organized appearance. As Greeks, Hellas looks to come up with a team that can someday play in the European Championships. Norway trailing Latvia 4-2. Anetta Ellingsen. Norway with their first possession. Like to thank our sponsors, including Honings, the official outfitters of all the referees, 9 countries represented in this event, as well as World Lacrosse and the Olympic Channel. So the Norwegians take a breath and will run some settled 6-on-6 offense. Big save at the end of the first quarter, Liga Vilka on Talis Silfeld.
Yeah, Silfeld is going to need to become somebody who gets involved in this offense. And when I say get involved in the offense, that doesn't mean she has to be the one scoring or she has to be the one assisting. But she should be the one leading. She is their quarterback in this offensive end.
And Silfeld has been face guarded and tightly marked the last 2 days. So on Wednesday morning, Charlotte Serlin explaining that they specifically went through a practice, a good chunk of it playing 5-on-5, how to play without Talis Silfeld. So that had bothered Norway for stretches. Hemstad got around, and then the shot from behind, Urbanchika, well-timed trail check. Silfeld was defended well by Scotland in an 18-4 win by the Scots on Monday. The Netherlands especially guarded Silfeld tightly as Norway lost that one 11-5. Hemstad off free position. 4-3.
Free positions are gonna, as we saw last night, all of Ireland's goals in the second half were scored off of free positions. 6 goals scored off of free position last night.
7th for Anniken Hemstad. 2.5 into the second quarter. Annette Sjustrom in goal at the start of the second quarter for Norway as they continue to go back and forth. Druzjaka, and the ball spins in her direction. Valeria with 2 goals and an assist in the opening quarter. This is a pass away from Baltmane. Druzjaka is there to back it up. And then fouled by Silfeld. As Latvia moves it around, the Latvians have proven that they've gotten a lot more off-ball movement compared to the start of the tournament. That was a key focus with each passing game. Baltmane to try to get more assisted goals.
Yeah, when you are known as a team that can only take a one-on-one, defensively it's easy to come up with a game plan for that. So you have to start to build some layers for your offense, and that is being able to draw and dump, X-cut, run a 2-man game. If you can find a 2-man game, you're able to pick apart a lot of defenses with just a 2-man game.
Previous shot, Laura Liapina. This is Liapina again. Out to Urbanchika. Urbanchika in Norway has her scouted well. Foul off ball. Liapina off free position. Anetta Sjustrom in cage. Makes an easier save there on the bouncer.
Schustrom is going to be solid for this entire game. Latvia is going to have to really change their shot when they're shooting on her.
Sjofeld, throwback, and just a bit out of the reach of Boya Bergam. Opportunity there for a quick stick.
And that's the opportunity that Sjofeld needs to take advantage of. You know, she's going to draw that extra defender, and if somebody's going to be open on the crease, now they need to hit it.
Sjofeld has been so good this tournament when she's been able to shoot 15 goals. Hemstad. They play it back to Huang. She's able to get to that ball ahead of the defender, Kalnina. Foul against Latvia. So it will be Tala Sjofeld. 8-meter look against Liga Vilka. Midway through the second quarter already. Sjofeld is able to beat Vilka to the stick side. So we're tied at 4.
So again, another 8-meter, and I stress this because as the team gets an advantage and starts to sort of sit back on their heels, what they don't want to do is allow the opposing team to get back into the game for something as simple as an 8-meter.
We are all tied up 4-4.
Third time we've been tied. And the pickup here, draw control for Latvia. And Agrida Ose. And making sure that she didn't move early was Ose. Now, we've seen teams give up possessions just because of that in the heat of the moment, whether it's a whistle start or a free start, the confusion of all of that.
I actually saw 2 of them last night.
To the front, and here's a good bouncer, and Bredina got a nice pass from Yeva Opolska, and that's what Latvia is looking for a little bit more of. A feed to the crease.
Yeah, I love those looks.
Here's Tabora on the circle, continues, and she tried to cut it across. Perhaps was partially saved, and you know why it stayed out? I think because Hemstad perhaps got it on the knee. Hemstad shaken up. She wants to stay in. Franson has the matchup against Druziaka. Help, though, is not far away. Druziaka pestered. Feet to the front, and that's a finish. Well, Tabora was almost able to put her stick inside the goal.
Oh.
That's how close she was. Druziaka's second assist, it's 5-4.
And I think the best part was that she posted up on the crease. She made her stance really wide, so the defender had to either choose to play behind her or play up top. And when the defender was behind her, it leaves her stick side open.
Second for Tabora, who's been much more involved in feeding and leads Latvia with 3 assists. It'll be Lisa Haukus for Norway.
Haukus has been a big factor on the draw for Norway. She comes up with all of those gritty ground balls.
Here's another one. That's Bredina, though, for Latvia. Petroviskas back on the field for Latvia. And she had a confidence-building game against Finland, 16-4. And Latvia, 8-7, carried a lot of that over yesterday. Bredina. 5 minutes to go, second quarter. Baltmane. And then the interception. Tina Shesul. Been so solid. Shesul. Can she split the defender? She can. And Shesul did not like her angle, so the defender will keep it. Preserve a possession.
I really wanted her to shoot there.
We saw last night Micah Teo of the Netherlands. She had a fast break, and she didn't get a chance to shoot. I wonder what the shooting drills are like for defenders in Europe and developing nations. Is that a part of it? There's so much to accomplish, of course, before that.
I mean, I think in a shooting drill situation or stick work drill, everybody should be practicing those types of drills. That is something that can happen to anybody at any time, as we just saw a defender who had the ability to shoot.
Haukus made the move and will have a free position. Norway has already scored twice on free position. Hemstad, save made, Vilka, nearly punched back into the goal by Boya Bergam. And a foul on Latvia.
I don't know who from Latvia would have blocked that, but that's a block call. It's also the same signal for holding, the same signal for a blind pick.
Very confusing. Haukus shoots. Pick up behind. And saved by McGrory. Possession continues for Nestgaard Ruud. Flag was out. Boya Bergam will be at the top. Boya Bergam carries in and is able to just put it over the stick of Vilka.
That was a really good angle she took on that 8-meter. She sealed off the defender on her dominant side, and the defenders on her weak side just didn't have the reach to get to her.
Free position has kept Norway in this game. They've scored 3 times in the quarter, retying the game now at 5. 7 goals in the tournament for Boya Bergam.
First half.
Under 2 minutes left in the first half.
5-5.
Off the circle. And Druziaka, and she had good position and is fouled. Back in goal is Kina Odegaard for Norway. We play 15-minute running quarters. Stoppages only at water breaks. Coaches call timeouts, and under 30, any whistle. There's Yeva Opolska. Urbanchika. Druziaka, the sweep to the left. And Druziaka fires again! "6-5 Latvia."
I continue to gasp because of Druziaka. and how much she continues to amaze me. The ball looked like it was not going to go in the cage, and all of a sudden it goes upper 90. Her angle was poor, but her placement was perfect.
She explodes through the shot and has 3. Sjofeld and Druziaka. And it'll be Latvia with Druziaka again. Bredina. Chance for Latvia to add to their lead. Liapina, goal line extended. The push happened there. And among the concerns Charlotte Sterling mentioned to me, the physicality of Latvia and how she wanted her team to not get frustrated, keep cooler heads.
I actually think they've done a good job with that in drawing so many shooting space violations. It might be from a defensive standpoint.
Back and forth, we've gone 4 ties in the opening half, but it's Latvia led by Druziaka's 3 goals and 2 assists with a 6-5 lead in the 9th place game. We'll be back in 12 minutes for the 3rd quarter from Netanya. third quarter starts with Latvia leading Norway in the 9th place game 6-5. Tala Sjølfeld, she's got 1 goal for Norway, their leading scorer. But Valeria Druziaka, leading scorer for Latvia, has poured it on with 3 goals, 2 assists, a hand in all but 1. And Ustere Urbanchika has the other goal. By the way, the sprinkler system is still on in the corner, but the officials did not realize it. But I guess we'll keep going. I don't know if the girls will mind it necessarily. If the ball does go into the corner, though,
It's gonna be a wet one.
yeah, you can understand that someone might be upset. As now we see the players here on the near sideline. Now we get the stoppage, and it's not for, yeah, you see Hemstad, she just got sprayed, and the yellow card is issued. I thought maybe we get the whistle for
waiting
facilities to handle
facilities.
the sprinkler system, but Urbanchika picks up the yellow card. So if anything for Latvia, it could be a 7th defender. Yellow card against Latvia, so Urbanchika off the field. And here's the shot, Vilka making the save high on McGrory. So the stop made, and Latvia will look for the clear.
So this is a man-up situation for Norway. Do they double team the ball?
Yeva Vilka, Druziaka, going to be very difficult to take it away from her. Norway only gets 1 shot. Now they're going to come after Liga Vilka. But Norway still sitting back. It is only a 1-goal game, as Sjølfeld commits the foul.
And as long as Latvia can maintain possession here, I actually like what they're doing in wasting the time. More people will have to get involved in ball handling.
And Urbanchika, who never leaves the field, gets a 2-minute rest. Druziaka fakes on Sjølfeld. Now she'll enter in. Norway will sit back.
I actually think this is a really good decision, especially if this game stays as close as it does. This might not be the time that you want to waste your legs double teaming in a 1-goal game.
You get the sense that there are some teams that are vastly in better shape, aside from England, Czech Republic, or is everybody pretty much close to the same endurance?
I don't think so. I think that, the Wales, Czech Republic, England, I think they even have a bit of a fitness lead over in Israel. Israel more has like punctuation marks. They're so explosive. I don't know if they have the...
Oh, Sjølfeld, she lulled the defense to sleep. Gets her 2nd goal. We're tied at 6.
Yeah, man down, you can't be focused on just one particular player, and the Latvian defenders there seem to be focused on one specific player.
Norway goal, number 3, Tale Sjølfeld.
I think that goal occurred right after Urbanchika stepped on the field, so it's officially even, as Yeva Vilka appeared to be a bit visibly bothered, as Yeva has been a trooper out there playing with some kind of injury, got a day to rest. Urbanchika. Six game. We're tied for the 5th time. And Urbanchika took it into Kamila Obranovic. Urbanchika's already finished a free position. That was the goal at 4-2. Annette Sjustrom in for Norway at the start of this third quarter. Urbanchika continues, then takes the shot. Staying with the flow. Free position finish. Latvia back in front.
And that's something that Urbanchika just does naturally. She's going to finish for this Latvian team. She and Druzjaka are just those players for this team.
9 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
9 minutes to go still in the third quarter.
7, Latvia.
We noticed today there are shorter half times, down to 12 minutes, I think is what I heard announced. And a foul called against Franzen. So here's Tabora. Matjevica. Latvia spreads the field. This is a game that has been played almost entirely in a half-field setting. Liapina. And the ball to the ground. Second meeting here in the Euros between these two teams. Norway won last week 9-7. Dealt back there by Hemstad, who collected the ground ball. Norway will start to clear. Far sideline, Bionis.
And that take by Liapina, that's the second time she's done that this game. She gets so deep into the double team that she can't get her stick free to make a pass to one of her teammates. That is sort of the curse of some of these players who don't have the developed stick skills and lacking some of the game IQ of when to make decisions about taking the ball to cage, when to make the decisions about passing. All of that will come as they continue to develop those skills.
Franzen. And Norway can now go to work offensively. Solfjeld has got two and tried to dish. She had the cutter. Yeva Vilka commits the foul. It'll be a free position for Anniken Hemstad. The second quarter saw 3 goals from Norway off free position. Hemstad ducked her stick through, but the collapsing defense prevented the shot. Hemstad at it again. Hemstad, no real passing options. As she tries to cut it across. And again, Latvia prevents the shot. Urbanchika then flies in to take it away.
Both of those last two options for Norway, their attacker just didn't have their stick up in a shooting position. And I think if their stick had been up in a shooting position, they'd be able to release pretty solid shots on those last 2 8 meters.
Druzjaka checks back for the ball. Latvia's in. With the ball at a 7-6 lead past the midway point of the third quarter. And a charge is called off ball against Baltamane, and she was trying to move off ball somewhere, and she just ran through Elizabeth Soar.
Yeah, that's an off-ball charging foul is something that's really hard to do. Remember, if the defender is established the space, as an attacker, you have to go around them.
Sjostrom. Norway's clear. Will spread out. Under 5 minutes left, third quarter. Frantzen then dropped it. She had the open pass. Norway keeps it. Here's the water break of the third quarter, 7-6. Latvia continues to lead Norway in the 9th place game. Third quarter water break. Frantzen throws it ahead to Sjofeld, and Norway again looking for the equalizer. We've been tied 5 times. Only 2-goal lead at 4-2 Latvia. That was at the end of 1. Sjofeld does it again. Found a little room. We're tied at 7.
And she does that little hitch. And the hitch just can put that defender and the goalie and give her enough room to just find that black net.
So 7-all, and both teams' leading scores, lead players have shown up here and have been aggressive. Still 3 minutes left in the third quarter. What appears lined up to be a 1-goal game.
And 9th place.
Yep. Druzjaka. We've had 5 1-goal games. As yesterday's last 3 games of the night were lopsided. Sweden was able to handle Finland by several off the top of my head. Not a 1-goal game. So 5 1-goalers, 2 overtimes. Here's a bouncing shot, and this time Druzjaka again on the quick dart. It's just incredible to watch her work.
You know, she is now taking on more than just one player. She's so multifaceted. She split dodges from the left to the right. And she has all these defenders just staring at her. And she does a great job of moving through their sticks I don't know if if a defender's been able to get a body on Druziaka this entire game.
They have not fouled Valeria either. Or actual, I should say she's probably been fouled, but
Yes.
she has not had a free position.
Very true. Yep.
She's got the ball again off the draw control. And Estere Ubanchika. Rolling back on Ellingson. And it'll be a free position in the final 2 minutes for Latvia. Sjustrom in cage for Norway. And Urbanchika. So she wisely looks like is going to increase her angle.
90 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Now Urbanchika centered, and she puts it across, and Sjustrom, I think, would like to have that goal back. She saw it coming, but just did not get the stick across enough. 9-7.
And it looked like one of her defenders might have blinded her view, because she normally reacts faster than that.
We saw Sjustrom play exceptionally during a large stretch of a game. Both Norwegian goalies, even while alternating, have had hot streaks. Skillfeld. So Latvia by 2 again. Final minute, third quarter. Nice face dodge. Nestgaard Ruud. Free position now for Norway. And Nestgaard Ruud will look for something better and wasn't comfortable. Foul against Latvia. Nestgaard Ruud, and then shooting from the outside. That was actually, I think, a pass. Well, it was well off cage, a line drive. Silfeld drew 3. Now the pass, Obranovic. Thought she was fouled, and Norway can't believe it. And Obranovic is holding her head. Just 1 second remaining in the third. So Norway passed up on a free position. Druziaka and Urbanchika, the engines of Latvia. The smallest country represented here at the Euros. They have a 9-7 lead, looking to take 9th place when we come back. Fourth quarter begins. Silfeld goes across for Franzen. Franzen decided not to shoot there. Then feed in front and a carry through past Hemstad. And the crease called anyway. I think Boya Bergen was trying to dig that out. So Latvia now by 2 and the ball.
Now, fourth quarter, what type of game strategy is Norway going to use against this Latvian team?
Yeva Vilka.
And this will be one of those situations where knowing your strengths, if you're Latvia as well as Norway, can pay off for you big time.
Hemstad now essentially in the pocket of Druziaka. And now they switch up. Are you surprised we haven't seen a face guard on Druziaka? I mean, I know she's a midfielder, so it's a little bit different, but...
I'm not too surprised, but it's so hard to face guard a midfielder, especially one that does so much of the running. What you would hate to do is have her get the ball in their defensive end and run the entire field for potentially another goal.
As Latvia turned it over, Franzen. Sofjeld, and the middle of the post here by Rachel Lazda. Lazda, the game-winning goal yesterday to defeat Austria. Sofjeld took a little jab. Play continues.
I would not be surprised if Lazda stays on Sofjeld for the rest of the game. Containment, and that's definitely something that Rachel Lazda is able to do.
Lazda might have gambled for the pass. Sofjeld across, and the pass was batted down. It was intended for Franzen, but Urbanchika got a hand on it. In front, Huang couldn't stuff it. Yeva Vilka. Latvia gets the stop.
One of the things I love about their clear is that there's always a midfielder supporting one of the low defenders.
Rachel Lazda gets in. And she's going to get her first run here at midfield. They'll sprinkle her in. And she came up with the biggest 2 goals, arguably, in yesterday's win. And taking big shots, the most experienced player that Latvia has. A cut for Urbanchika. Baltmane recovering. Slide comes from Ellingson. Rachel Lazda tries to put a shoulder into the defender. A bump there from Bionis. Oh, Rachel Lazda gets her hands ready to shoot. Kina Odegaard back in goal for Norway. Rachel Lazda, it's off cage. And she was cut down from the side, asking for the call. We've played 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Latvia again up by 2. and with possession, looking for 9th place at the Euros. Ball knocked away by Bionis, but cutting across and playing it back in. There in Norway, Huang with a good play on Ose, surprising her. So Norway will have a chance to get ahead. They forced a turnover. Franzen.
You know, Latvia's got to have to. I understand that that's a long possession, and they still were moving towards the cage, but the off-ball movement is what's going to allow Norway to create more turnovers because they're not moving off-ball. The Norwegian defenses can just stand and watch the ball. So if Latvia can pick up their off-ball movement, even if they're trying to stall, it just makes the Norway defenders have to continue to think on their toes.
Second midfield gets a run here for Norway. Obranovic. Moving screen is called. Trying to dive through to the crease was Martha Osarad. Easy call to make, and she was still moving as she was pushing through Agrita Ose of Latvia. So Ose a drop off.
And you know, who's not on the field right now for Latvia is Druziaka. It looks like she's over in the sub box. Maybe once Latvia is able to get the ball in their offensive end, we'll see her come on and potentially possess here for a little bit.
She's getting some shade and some instructions with Coach Gretchen Lazda preparing her for this final stretch. 8 minutes to go. So Druziaka back on the field.
And you figure at some point, Norway's gonna come out and get this ball.
Urbanchika, high pass. Brought down by Tsubura. Bionis knocked it free, takeaway by Norway. Norway will go through Odegaard. Obranovic stepping in. Should be about 6 minutes left. 9-7 Latvia leads.
And this is where Latvia's got to play some good, strong defense.
And the foul was against Matijevic on the restraining line. As stepping forward, Oda Gudbrandsen for Norway. Water break midway through the fourth quarter. Norway has the ball. How many more times will they have it? Trailing Latvia by 2 in the 9th place game. Past the midway point of the fourth quarter, water break is complete. 5 minutes to go. There's the announcement. Seelfeld rolling back, flag out against Lasda, passed it off. Nobody yelled flag. Save made there. Boya Bergam shooting right at the stick of Vilka. Seelfeld, as she fired, got a good look with her left hand.
And again, the yellow flag. This is a situation where maybe she wants the 8-meter in that situation instead of taking the low angle shot. She is going to continue to take this one-on-one against Rachel Lasda.
In front of the shot missed, Seelfeld. She's gotten 2 great looks. Well, Norway, either way, this will be a top 10 finish. That was their goal. But Seelfeld, under 4 minutes left. Just their second European Championship appearance. Lasda defense against Seelfeld. And Seelfeld will pass it out. Obranovic. Too much of the body there by Yeva Vilka. Well, the physicality of the Latvians, it's been there this whole tournament. They're just a physical, and they're a very big team.
And look at the, I was going to comment on the space.
Obranovic, that's a save made low, Vilka.
That step to the ball with the kick save.
Oh, good look, Seelfeld. That'll be an assist. She finds McGrory diving to the crease. 9-8.
That's such a great look. That's McGrory's second goal of the tournament, correct?
Yep,
the first one was in the first quarter. That slip of the back door.
Seelfeld with 3 and 1. Timeout, Latvia. Well, how are they going to handle this? We should be at about 3 minutes. 2:31 remaining. So Latvia, what do they do? How do they handle this situation? Steffi's, we'll keep it here. They've already played in 2 one-goal games. Vastly different. They eventually got over the hump against Austria yesterday to pull that game out by a goal, 8-7, where they trailed most of the game. And then against Switzerland, led 7-1, were tied, and then eventually won the game in overtime 9-8. So they do have the one-goal game experience, but not necessarily in sealing a win yet.
Yeah, so possession off of this draw is clearly going to be key for both teams. And this goes back to how these coaches prepared these players for this potential situation. There are definitely girls for Latvia who you want to have the ball. Druzjaka is somebody that I would want to have the ball probably the entire time. Urbanchika. But also, what are their legs like? And if you're Norway and you come up with this ball, do you have to be as fast as you think you might have to be? Can you run a settled type of offense?
Ellingson, and then immediately tied up by Baltmane. Oh, the call is a hold against Ellingson. Oh, and Charlotte Sterling cannot believe it. She erupts, who normally is very stoic.
And this is going to be key. There's only less than 2.5 minutes to go. The clock will not stop until the last 30 seconds, and only on a whistle.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Urbanchika. A chance for Norway to tie, take it away.
And something I'm pretty big with, for as much as I love going backwards and using your defense to your help, The further you can stall the ball away from your goalie, I think the better you're going to be. Latvia needs to get this ball into their offensive end. If they turn the ball over this far, this close to their cage, it could be crucial.
Urbanchika, a noted runner, coming up through high school and university, running the 800 meters. Now it's Yeva Vilka.
This is where I'd also get Rachel Lazda into the attack to possess the ball.
1 minute.
Does Latvia have their head about them? Can Urbanchika run the ball out?
Norway frustrated. And the call on the draw control did not help matters. Urbanchika about to hit 1 minute.
I don't think you can go backwards here.
Make it 30, actually.
I don't think you can go backwards. Urbanchika needs to run this out for 30 seconds. And they need to go forward.
Yeva Vilka. Yeva fouled by Obranovic. They had her bottled up. Clock stopping. Yeva Vilka, Urbanchika. She's their closer in this situation. Ellingson chases Urbanchika. Under poise, will take it back, and Latvia has ninth place at the Euros. They win their third one-goal game of this tournament. It'll be a very happy plane ride back. Latvia holds off a terrific Norway team. They limit Norway to just one goal in the fourth quarter. The Latvians in exasperation mob each other. Norway seeing their run come to an end with some disappointment following an overall strong tournament in just their second appearance. The Stars came out this morning. Valeria Druziaka went for 4 goals and 2 assists to lead Latvia as she has all tournament long. Talis Jolfeld, 3 goals and an assist, leading Norway. Both teams a lot to celebrate as their programs and nations took a step forward. For Steffi Samaras, I'm Ralph Bednarczyk reminding you, Spain will take on Sweden coming up next. That's an important game for Spain. If Spain gets a win, they are assured of a spot in the World Championship. Sweden is already in, but that's all Spain needs to do. A loss would then have them watching Finland against Italy, which would create a complicated 3-way tie. That's the story here, 2 games in the knockout round finale. 9-8, congratulations to Latvia. They get 9th. Norway has a top 10 finish.